Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to this week's coloring stream called Color Something. Uh, just gonna do what I usually do on Saturdays, and I color in the drawings that I did on my Wednesday stream called Draw Something. Some of these drawings were by request, some of them I just came up with for myself. But enough jibber jabber, let me go ahead and get started on this. So the theme for this last drawing stream was song titles. So these all the drawings I'm going to be doing today are all the drawings I'm going to be coloring today. Sorry, are all based on song titles. And starting off, we have "Behind the Wheel" by Depeche Mode. So make sure that that's on the screen. There it is. Cool. So yeah, "Behind the Wheel" by Depeche Mode. So what I came up with was got these two lizard monsters fighting in an amusement park, and then one of them hides behind the Ferris wheel, and the other one can't figure out that that's where he is, so he's just kind of scratching his head, thinking, okay, what do I do now? And the other one's snickering at his bold deception. So let me go ahead and get started on this. Hey, John Kulis Art, great to see you here. I'm doing pretty well. Looks like I missed something. Okay. Alright, so let me get started here. I'm going to color the first monster, kind of this orangey color. Use a darker shade for the, oop, there's a gap. Always a gap. Let me zoom in and fill that in. Alright, I think that's all the spikes I got for him. Or that's all the spikes he has on him, so let me see. Color his tail next. Make it a little bit dimmer than this color right here. So it's sort of in the shadow. Alright, then color in his nails. His claws, I guess. Yeah, it's his claws. Color in his claws. Also got some little bits of white here that I forgot to color in. Oh, yeah, gotta fill that one in. And that one, okay, good. That should be enough. Alright, coloring his eye now. Got a pale yellow for the actual eye, and then for the pupil, it's bright red. John Kulis, I haven't heard of that show. I barely watch TV anymore, so I'm really not up on what's new on TV these days. But a new version, like a generation, or like a... I'm sorry, wow, my words are just all over the place. Lost for the new generation. That's interesting. Does seem like every, 10, 15 years, they'll kind of, they'll come up with something that, is a lot like a show that was on a decade and a half ago for a new audience. Alright, so right now I'm coloring this other kaiju. I mean, they're not officially kaiju, but that's more or less what lizard monsters. Could probably get away with calling them kaiju. Kaijus? Do you say kaijus as in, is that the plural, or is it like sheep, or you just say kaiju for both plural and singular, right? I'm not sure. Alright, so yeah, anyway, got this other lizard monster, coloring him green. Make his teeth kind of yellowish orange. Alright, looks like I got that done. Let me go ahead and work on this fire next. There might have been some flammable materials in some of these carnival booths that when they got toppled over, they ignited, and now I got fire all over the place. Just getting rid of this margin here on the side of the paper. There we go. Make the outside of this outer layer of the fire orange-red. Oh, another gap. Just this little tiny one right down there. There we go. Oh, John Coulis, that's unfortunate. Looks like something has gone wrong with GIMP. Sorry, GIMP just just kind of froze up for a minute. Looks like it's back to normal now. Alright, so this is the merry-go-round here that I'm coloring in right now. Specifically the top of it. The little parasol or whatever you call that thing that's on top. There's a lot of little technical terms that I just can't think of right on the spot, like whether it's... Well, yeah, I guess thinking of anything on the spot is really difficult for me sometimes. John Kulis, that is, I guess that's a real testament to, the audience opinion versus the critics. They can be, pretty far apart sometimes, almost fascinatingly so. Alright, so yeah, this horse got its head broken off of it. This horse is still intact, but it's not gonna really be, probably not gonna be going anywhere anytime soon with its the carousel being toppled over. And another gap. There we go. And hold on a second here. Gonna get rid of this extra blue line here that I don't need. Then for the base of the merry-go-round, I'm thinking like a copper-esque color. There we go. Alright, now the Ferris wheel. I was kind of picturing it having it be a sort of a lightish blue. And that dang gap again. Let me see. Where is it? Man, there's so many places it could be. I'll just work my way around this direction. Fill this in. Okay, I can see there's a gap there. Let me close that up. Oh, alright. Looks like that worked out. Okay, and then for the inside of it, I'll maybe do like probably a darker blue for the spokes of the wheel. Let me fill in that gap. John Killis, that is possible. Alright, zoom out. That's looking good. Alright, then in the center we'll have this red circle with a yellow star in the center. There we go. Alright, I was thinking of making those the tops of the cars yellow. Maybe I'll make them or red. I'm gonna make them yellow instead. Nope. Okay. I'm actually gonna make the bottom of them yellow. Ooh, zoomed in really close. So I forgot to color in a spot here. Let me fix that. There we go. Try to color that in. And I'll color in the supports here for the wheel. We got this roller coaster car that just flew loose from its from the train and just crashed here into the ground. Fortunately, it doesn't look like anyone was in it. The whole park seems to be abandoned. It looks like everyone supposedly got out of here safe before the monsters started breaking stuff. And the RR I put in there, I didn't mention this when I was drawing this on my Wednesday show, but I kind of just put that in there just off the top of my head. There was a project I had in high school that was creating a brochure for a theme park based on the play Julius Caesar by William Shakespeare, which, full disclosure, that was easily my favorite thing to come out of that entire studying that play for school, because actually reading the play, I was bored to tears. I mean, I haven't read it since 2009, so I don't know if my opinion would change on it now, but I just know that at the time I was bored. I was practically falling asleep reading it. Just not for me. But the upside was we got to create a theme park brochure for a theme park based on Julius Caesar. So I called mine, I think, Caesarland or something. And the main premier roller coaster was the Roman Rocker. So that's where I got the RR from. A few months later, I actually did a comic where the two main characters went on a roller coaster. They actually went to Caesarland, which was kind of just, I tied it into another one of my creative projects. So yeah, that's where the RR came from. It's funny, that's like, I think that's like 2 weeks in a row now that I've included something that was inspired by a high school assignment. Chances are there'll be another thing next week where there'll be another reference to a high school project I did next week when I do my drawing or coloring. Oh, John Coulis, that's cool. Okay, I think I got the roller coaster car colored in. So what do I got next? Looks like got the question mark. I'll go ahead and color that in yellow. And as for the ground here, I'm gonna make it like kind of just dirt. Alright, I'm gonna trace this out here. Alright, on second thought, I'm gonna go ahead and make the whole bottom of this picture, just give it kind of this white border at the bottom. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Let me fix this up. Alright, there we go. John Kulas, I greatly appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, so looks like all that's left here is just the main background color and the sky, the clouds in the sky. So we'll probably make them like, you know, kind of a metallic red. Oh, no, I don't need to change that. Okay, I think I got all the gaps closed up, so let me fill this in. Okay, oh, no, there's this too. Hold on just a second. Alright, then for the background, I'll do... let me see, kind of this, yeah, I think I like that. I'm just gonna close something up here. Gotta keep that white border on the left side of the drawing. John Kulas, I've been to Applebee's a number of times over my life. I might have been to TGI Fridays once, and I don't think I've ever been to Buffalo Wild Wings. I just got this one last spot to fill in here. And I think that'll do it. Let me see. Yeah, I think that looks good. I'll clean up all the extra stuff later before I post this to Instagram. Oh yeah, let me go ahead and save this. And I'll bring up the larger view. There we go. My visual interpretation of Behind the Wheel by Depeche Mode really has absolutely nothing to do with the song itself, but the title fits. Alright, let me get on to the next one. Got a lot of drawings today, got 9. So let's move on to number 2. This is Kiss from a Rose by Seal. And so basically it's a guy getting a kiss from a rose, but he happens to be allergic. And he also has a pet seal, which you don't see very often, and when his hand gets all swollen up due to his allergies, he accidentally lets go of the leash, and now the seal gets to run free. So there's definitely a winner and loser in this situation. Though, really, I said this on my Wednesday stream when I was drawing this. He really should have known better than to get close to this rose. Like, it's in a pod, so I don't think it can really move very far. And he could have just kept his distance from it, but no, he chose to get close to it, so you get what you... you get what's coming to you. Planetary 121, yeah. Those are awesome. And also, good to see you. Sorry about that. I should have said hello first, and I just immediately jumped into what you said about the seals. Multitasking, it's kind of challenging. Oh, there's some gap that I left open. Okay, I think I see it. Just one little pixel. One little pixel is all it takes. Actually, you know what? Planetary 121, I think those were sea lions in Finding Dory. Not seals. They certainly act really similar, but I think they were sea lions. Dreamer Seeker, thank you for the host. And awesome to see you. John Keeler, sorry about that. I'll go ahead and throw down Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. Always liked that one. And Dreamer, yeah, my stream's going pretty well so far. Thank you for asking. Alright, there we go. I think I got the rose all colored in. It's a pretty stylized rose. I didn't go for the realistic route, but my stuff is generally cartoony anyway, so it's probably fine. If I really wanted to go for a realistic looking rose, I could probably look up a picture of a rose and painstakingly recreate every detail. It would take a lot longer, but I could probably do it, but for just the sake of this drawing, I'm just gonna keep it cartoony. Alright, there we go. I got its thorny stem there. Alright, color in its pot. There we go. I'm gonna erase this little scribble I put in there to represent a rash. I'm gonna replace that with just kind of a change in color. He's gonna have like a different colored patch of skin there. But we first get that figure out what his skin color is actually gonna be. Alright, I like that. We got these warts popping up on his face. I'm gonna close those out so I can give him a different color. Maybe they're not warts, they're pimples. There's something. They're eruptions. I think that's the general term, eruptions. Okay, John Cool, let's shoot. I think Grey Delisle was Frankie on that show, but I can't think of any of the other voice actors. Okay, hold on. Just trying to mentally picture out how I'm going to draw his rash here. I think it'll take up a good chunk of his face, at least. Like the whole right side of his... Oh, there's a gap. Alright, here we go. That should do it. Yes, there we go. The whole one side of his face is all tinted red now. Sean Marquette, who was the character of Johnny Atkins in the Goldbergs and Spin-off School. I did not know that. That's interesting. I had no idea there was a connection between those two shows. I never watched the Goldbergs, but I've heard of it. I've seen ads for it. That's interesting. Thank you, John. Alright, so there we go. We got our poor unfortunate victim here. He got his face colored in. He's got a rash taking over his body, taking over his face. Yeah, his whole neck is he's already gotten fully rashified. Rashified, that's, I just great, okay, yeah, that's a new word, rashified. Merriam-Webster, add that to the dictionary. Oh, very cool. So the same voice of Blue was Lightning McQueen in not the Cars movies, but like various non-movie Cars media. That's interesting. Alright, then I'll give this guy a brown suit jacket. Actually, no. I'm gonna make that kind of a cyan-like color. Nope. Darn it. Okay, yeah, that's a little more like it. We'll give him an orange tie. There we go. Up. Gap. Okay, I'm gonna use the brown color I was gonna use for his jacket for his shoes. That works. And his foot's getting all infected too. This guy's in rough shape. Then colored his toenails this run a yellow color. There we go. Alright, now for the seal. Alright, let me zoom in on this. Let me see all the colors I got here so far. We'll go make it the leash green. Add some green to this color, to this drawing. But first I gotta close up that gap. There we go. And I think that'll do it. I think I got everything I want colored in. Can maybe do something with this guy's eyes. There we go. And, yeah, sure, why not? I'll also make his eyes just a very pale pink, because even his eyes are getting affected by the allergies. And there we go. Let me bring up the larger view. Oh wow, so she voiced 3 different characters on that show. Snap from Shock Zone, second voice of Dexter, swap voice, Hot Cats. That is a big resume. Alright, so let me make sure I got that saved. I think I already did save it, but I always like to, you know, double save it to be absolutely sure it's saved. Alright, next up on my list is the Neverending Story, which, instead of taking any inspiration from the actual Neverending Story, all the characters that has to offer, I still have never seen that movie or read the book, but, yeah, instead I just decided to go with a parent reading their child a bedtime story, and they've been sitting there for so long reading that both him and his son have been reduced to skeletons being picked at by vultures. And yet the son still wants his dad to keep reading. Seriously, yeah, parents know when to say when. So let's do kind of a very light gray for the skeleton's head. Alright, there we go. Also, just go ahead and color in the other one. This is the same colors. Oop. Okay. Coloring his skeletal hand there. Just peeking up over the sheets. Color the book dark blue. Now I'll go ahead and work on one of the vultures here. Color its head and neck pink. And make its body brown. Its feathers brown, I should say. They make its beak and legs orange. Actually, maybe they should be gray. I think if it's a vulture, it should probably be gray. Yeah, that looks better. Chauncey, good afternoon to you too. Right now I'm just working on coloring some vultures. Oop. Gotta fill in the gap. Okay. Alright, so I got the skeletons and the vultures colored in. Now let me get the bed. Oop. Close up a little more on that. Alright, so I got some purple stripes and they're alternating with, let's say pinkish red stripes. Then the bed sheets underneath are blue. It's a very colorful bedspread. And I actually, you know, there was something I've been doing with some of these other drawings. There's just these very simple, simple ones. I usually put like a circle of color around them. Forgot to do it on that last one, the Kiss from a Rose, but I'll do it for this one. In fact, I could even go back to that one and add one. Let's see. Alright, just doing that as a test. Let me add the color aura around it. Yes, John Killis, yeah, Gray Delisle hyphen Griffin is, yeah, she's a pretty, I knew she was a pretty big name in the voice acting industry. You could probably even call her one of the voices of my childhood. Because I did watch a lot of those shows that she was in. But, yeah, okay, let's see. I think that'll do. There we go, I like that. Let me go ahead and save it. And bring up the larger view. Do just a little bit more. There we go. Once again, parents, when you're reading a child a bedtime story, know when to say when. Put your foot down. Alright, next up is the, one of the internet's favorite songs. It's Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley. And, so what I did here was I took one of the more famous dad jokes that I can think of regarding this song. What is Rick Astley's favorite Pixar movie? It's Up, because he will never give you up. So you got a DVD copy of Up right here with all the main characters. And you got the April Fool here who's trying to take Rick Astley's copy of Up, and Rick's going to defend himself with the powerful legendary Rickroll. And it says here, it'll make you cry and say goodbye to life and tell lies about your existence and most of all, hurt you. Basically, you don't want to have the Rickroll used on you. It's pretty brutal. But let me go ahead and start on coloring old Rick here. Actually, I say old Rick. I mean, he's probably getting up there now, but he was like only in his teens when he recorded this song, I think. I was like, what, 16 or 17? Something like that. Had a pretty remarkable voice for his age. Oh, John Kills, that's sad. I didn't realize he had a stroke. Oh, hold on. Let me make that a little bit darker so it contrasts more with the pink. Tom Kenny. Yep, Tom Kenny's a big one. I'd forgotten he voiced Eduardo. Alright, so I got Rick colored in, so let me turn my attention to the cover of Up. Alright, starting with Russell here. He's got his yellow Wilderness Explorer outfit. Phil Lamar, okay. Cool. Futurama, Static Shock, Samurai Jack. Those are all good. Alright, so what happened here is I was going to draw the ground here on the DVD cover and forgot to. So I'll just do that now. Alright, now we're moving on to Doug. Squirrel! Sorry, I don't know what that was about. I'm not entirely sure what happened with his mouth here. I was clearly in a rush when I was rushing through drawing Doug. I mean, for one, he doesn't even look like Doug. He looks like kind of like a dog. I don't even know. He doesn't even know. He doesn't even entirely look like a dog either. He's just take my word for it. It's Doug. Yeah, I think I drew the talking collar on him. Ah, yes, Tara Strong, possibly the biggest name of the bunch. Alright, there's Doug. Now I'm gonna move on to Kevin, who apparently Kevin's a girl. Weird. Alright, try and give her some of her multicolored plumage that I remember from the movie. It's a minor detail, but I want to try and include it. Alright, there we go. Then give him a yellow head. With some blue added to it, I think. John Killis, I don't know really what else to say other than it's a good, strong lineup. No wonder the show did well. They had a pretty strong cast overall. Alright, so right now I'm coloring in Carl. Let me give him his bow tie. Remove his bow tie. And looks like I left the gap again. Alright, there we go. So I think that looks like I got the main cast in there. Feel a little bad about not giving Russell any feet, but it doesn't look like Carl doesn't have any feet showing either. Yeah, draw some dirt terrain for them to be standing on. Then give this all a sky blue background. Alright, color in all the little spots. Alright, there we go. I think that's good. Alright, so I got Rick's DVD copy of Up. I got Rick colored in. So now I'm going to move on to the April Fool. But I'm up to no good! John Coulis, never watched it. I think maybe I heard of it. But I never saw it growing up. Alright, so I'm gonna definitely do like a... I'm gonna do like an alternating color for him, or even like a rainbow of colors. Let's start with some bright green. And then follow that up with pink. Oop. Have the pencil instead of the bucket. There we go. Alright, gotta fill in a gap here. Then I think I'll round it off with orange. Make the base of it yellow. There we go. Very colorful. This jester, this fool. And you know, there's a certain popular actor who you could say pities the... Wait a minute, I'm... Okay, I was not on camera this whole time. Sorry about that. Wasn't even paying attention to that. There is an actor, rather famous actor on TV and otherwise, who is known to pity the fool. And he happens to be my one and only emote so far. It's Mr. T. Let's see if he'll come flying up on the camera. Okay, look good. Alright, well that wasn't much, but... Yeah, I got a Mr. T emote. And Mr. T is very well known for, you know, pitying the fool. And seeing as the fool's threatening Rick Astley and Rick has his dangerous Rick roll, I think he deserves pitying. So just coloring in the stripes on his shirt. Oop. Alright, there we go. I had to close up that gap. Let me see what just happened here. Sean C., thank you for the host. Always appreciated. Yep. So many gaps. Alright, there we go. So I got the April Fool all colored up. Very vibrant, very colorful. And there's a gap. He fooled me. So I'm starting to feel a little, I've been here for a little over an hour. I'm starting to feel a little cramped from being in the same position all this time. So if someone watching in the chat would be so kind to redeem their channel points for a stretch, I would greatly appreciate it. If you don't, you certainly don't have to. I'm just throwing it out as a suggestion. Sean C., thank you. I think once again I'm gonna. Actually, I guess there doesn't need to be. I don't need to do a color aura for every one of them. I think this is fine. There's already enough colors in this guy's costume alone. I think we're good on the colors for this picture. And Sean C., thank you for the redeeming the stretch. Thank you, Sean. That was needed. Yeah, Sean, they're they always get you. Well, they get me. They probably get other artists who do their coloring like this too. Alright, so next up we got... I just realized I never actually showed the larger view of that drawing. Let me go back to it here really quick. And full screen. There we go. Rick is never going to give you up. He's never going to give the April Fool up. And if you try to take it from him, he'll give you a Rickroll. He'll Rickroll you. Alright. Now, as I was going to do earlier, let's move on to the next one. Pineapple Face. A song by Revenge, a side project of New Order, the 80s New Wave group. Pretty basic one here, just it's a guy with a pineapple for a face. So you can go ahead and start coloring the pineapple. Rose Rebel, great to see you here, and thank you for the hydrate. Alright, so I'm coloring his eyes in. Then I color his head in. Trying to think of let's see, will this color work? Yeah, that looks right. Except I left a gap open. Ah. Color's bleeding right into his eye. His very eye. Oh, that's so awful. Okay. Fixed it. Alright, now I'll color in the rest of his body like normal, or her. Let me see, for their shirt, go ahead and I'll make it green. Actually, yeah, it looks a little... yeah, it matches the leaves on their head. Okay, now all that's left is their shoes. So I'll go ahead and make purple. I think I'll add just an extra splash of color around him. Him or her. I haven't decided whether it's a him or a her. Their eyes are pink, so I guess maybe it could be a her, but that's a stereotype. I think I'll go ahead and just do a little splash of green around them. There we go. Alright, and go ahead and save that. Pretty quick one. And larger view. Alright, so I think I saved that. Let me just make absolutely sure so I don't lose my work. And next up, this is, wow, we're already down to 6 out of 9. This is going faster than I thought. Well, faster is relative. I mean, it's been over an hour since I started this, so... But, yeah, enough jabbering. Let me move on to this next drawing, which is Radio Gaga by Queen. So I went with a radio station run by and listened to by babies. Got this baby running the turntables, and being a baby, they're not actually letting the records play. They're just letting the music go. It's just this total garbled cacophony. But the other babies don't really care because they're babies, so they'll just dance. And they're just appreciative that they're getting some representation in the DJing scene. All these adult DJs are, you know, crimping their style. So we got a baby DJ that makes everything better, even if the music is just this complete garbled mess. Got this one baby holding their radio like a regular John Cusack baby. And you got this other baby here with a pacifier-shaped lighter who's rocking out. So yeah, let me go ahead and get started here. Oh yeah, and also the one last little detail. Let me see if I can get a closer view of it. Tune in to 123.4 Gaga. Or, as you would actually hear it on the station, Gaga. Yeah, Sean C. Queen is cool. That's a major understatement. I apologize. They're really cool. They rock. Literally. Alright, so... yeah, you know, usually I draw headphones on my characters, like, you know, just kind of a grayish color, like, you know, typical headphones would be. These are babies, though, so I'm going to give them, like, big, bright primary colors. Or, well, I guess technically if I was doing primary colors, it would only be red, yellow, and green. Right? Is that... No, red, yellow, and blue. Those are the base ones. These are green though, so it's like primary and secondary colors. But yeah, very basic bright colors is kind of what I'm going for. And then got the little diaper straps here. Color those in orange. Then make the tabletop blue after I close up the gap. There was just a blue explosion here in Club Baby, or Club Gaga. Alright. Then the turntables, but one of them will definitely be red. Or maybe both of them will be red. Actually, I'm going to make them both pink. I have red in mind. I have the color red in mind for something else later. So yeah, those will both be pink. Pink turntables. I'm going to use the red here on this toy radio. And of course, I'll make the smiley face yellow. Oh. Another gap. Sean C, thank you. Oh. that's not where that's not where that color is supposed to go. And another gap. Again. Again. Just one gap after another. Over and over and over. Ah. Okay. There we go. Oh. Another gap. So Sean C, did you ever see Queen in concert? The only concert I've ever seen is Weird Al, so I didn't see them in concert, but I was wondering if you had. 10 gaps. Alright, zoom out. Alright. Let me fill in a little opening in the diaper for the leg with a slightly darker gray. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. I forgot to finish this baby's neck. He's just got that one little line there for a neck. That's terrible. Let me fix that right up here and now. Ah. Okay. There we go. Whew. Yes, Weird Al is awesome in concert. Yeah, it was the 2008 Puyallup Fair where I saw him, and it was like right after there was like a couple years after Wide and Nerdy came out, but yeah, it was a great show. Yeah, I was last couple nights ago on the Thursday night quarantine party, I was waiting for a polka party to happen, and it never did. I remember Dad was saying we might get a polka party, and then it just never happened. There's still several other polka medleys from him that from Weird Al that we could throw in the mix. Yes, Sean, say "poor baby." It's a Arnold Schwarzenegger line from Jingle All the Way. Oh, poor baby. Alright, let me still the mouth colors here from that other baby and put them on this baby. And yeah, this baby has a chrome pacifier lighter. Or a lighter shaped pacifier, or a pacifier shaped lighter. Epic. Coloring the flame here. Yeah, Weird Al really is one of the most. He's probably one of the more underappreciated, but super talented artists out there. Because I mean, he does all these silly songs, and you know they're all goofy and over the top and ridiculous. But you actually look past the ridiculousness, and he's got a lot of talent. I mean, he's great on the accordion. His rapping is pretty phenomenal, honestly pretty great. I mean, if you listen to the Hamilton polka in particular, that's like, holy crap. I mean, already the music in Hamilton is already super fast-paced and really impressive in and of itself. But you listen to Weird Al doing a super fast polka version of it, dang. It's wild. Okay, looks like all I got left is the music note. Oh, I still got the little ad blurb here at the top. Tune into let me see here. Ah, gaps. Alright, so I got all these music notes here. Let me color those in. Ah. Alright, just got more gaps to close up. Alright, close that one up. Oh, Sean C, that's pretty cool. Okay, still looking for other colors to put in. Alright, let me see. Alright, then just that last one over there. Let me close up the gap. And then color it in. There we go. I think I like that. So let me go ahead and color in that last little sliver of the table. And I'll bring up the larger view. Babies want to rock. Alright, next up we got Rock the Boat by the Hughes Corporation. And basically what I did was even though the song came out in 1974, I decided to go for an 80s rock theme. So I got this boat with its 5 o'clock shadow. It's got a mom tattoo. It's got an anchor-shaped guitar, and it's got its big old 80s rocker hair. Sean C, kind of like Rockabye Baby. One of the most twisted and kind of disturbing lullabies ever. Alright, there we go. Our color is anchor guitar. close here. Got another gap I gotta close up. Alright. Coloring these little tiny things here on the guitar. Whatever those are called. That. Alright. And yeah, definitely coloring the tattoo. This one's gonna be pure black, $sign. Alright, there we go. Coloring the rock and music notes. They're all jaggedy because it's hard rock. Alright, then we got old cranky Grandpa Siegel here saying, "I can't stand you youngsters and your newfangled rock music." Shut it, Grandpa. Don't like it, go somewhere else. This is our town. Actually, hold on. He's gonna keep his feathers white, and I'll just give him like an orange beak. Zoom out. For the background color, let me see. There we go. Oh yeah, the bird's got a beard too. I'm gonna change up the color a little bit. for the background. Let me see. Color that in. I think that'll do. Alright, yeah, Grandma Bird's got a beard. And yep, I think I got everything colored in. So let me go ahead and save this. And bring up the larger view. Alright. I think that's 7 down, and actually, is it 7? I think there might be... Okay, yeah, there's 2 more to go. This one is The Child Inside by Cucumba Zoo. And what I did for this one was children, as in children inside the zoo exhibits. So you got kind of this parallel universe where the zoo animals are going to the zoo and seeing the children inside the zoo exhibits. You got children in the monkey house. One of them is eating a banana. One of them is on the trapeze. And one of them is throwing poop. And throws the poop right at the monkey. Now they know how it feels. Then you got a child here barking like a seal, and you got a seal plugging his ears, if seals even have ears. Looking rather annoyed at the noise. Now they know how it feels for other people listening to their barking. Anyway, let's get to coloring. Yeah, coloring this girl first. Oh, wow. I guess I'm not paying close enough attention. I don't know when Sean and Rose Rebel redeemed my Search and Hydrate, but thank you. I needed those. And now the Hydrate. There we go. Thank you guys. And thank you, Sean C. That is kind of my main goal when it comes to doing these drawings, is hopefully they turn out funny. Okay, Sean says I didn't. It wasn't too long of a wait. Good. Alright, go ahead and draw the tree. Color in the tree branches. They're already drawn. I just gotta color it in. Color in the tree branch. Oop. There we go. Man, where's the extra gap? Oh. My mistake. Just this one tiny little pixel. I'm sorry, I missed that. Okay, zoom out. Alright, color in the leaves. Alright, I'm gonna color in this boy now. I think I got the girl colored in, yep. So I'm gonna color in the boy. Now color in the poop. Yummy. Oh yeah, I also drew some flies buzzing around it. The big box o poop. And there we go. Alright, then color this in. Alright, zoom in a little bit more. Alright, just coloring in the flies a dark gray. Out. Color in the monkey. Oh, wait, no. I'm not going to color in the monkey because I still got to color in this last kid. Can't leave him all black and white like that. That would be kind of mean. The other kids get to have color. Why can't he have some? color in his tongue. Then I'll color in the rest of his mouth. And I'll go ahead and make his hair light brown. Alright. Make his shoes gray. Go ahead and color this fern in. It's drooping down from the ceiling. I got a few gaps to color it or fill in. That in. I just gotta do the little trapeze. Yeah. Okay, alright, now I just gotta figure out a background color for this. Seems like brown is kind of the primary color in this scene, so maybe do like a really light brown or something. Okay, well after I close up another gap, I will, yeah, I'll use that color. Actually, wait, is that too similar to the one I drew for this? Yeah, it is really similar. Alright, how about this? Yeah, that looks good. Let me just close up the gap. Or gaps. All right, there we go. There's the monkey house exhibit. Now let's go on to the monkey. It looks like I just passed the 2-hour mark. This might be my longest stream ever, honestly, with the number of drawings I have to color. So I got one more after this for Sean. It was Sean C's request, so I hope he'll still be here when I get to coloring it. Alright, now color this one in. Alright, now I move on to the seal. Can't have a gray eye. There we go. Alright, for his eyes, just go ahead and make them blue. Alright, now we move on to the kids. These gaps are going to be the death of me. Sean C, good to know. Thank you. I really appreciate you almost always popping in and hanging out in the chat. Means a lot to me. What am I doing? Okay. There we go. We got this kid top naked on top of this rock. Color it as swim trunks green. Nope. Alright, then color his hair. That'll do kind of a cream light color for the boundaries surrounding the water. Alright. Now you gotta color in the barks. Bark, bark, bark! Or if you were like, bark, bark, bark! Seal barks are definitely different than dog barks. Come on. Go. Alright. I just gotta color in the background. Zoom out. Oh boy, there's a gap somewhere. zoom out and see how it turned out. Alright, that looks good. Let's color in the last few little white spots. Let me zoom out so we can see the whole thing. Yep, looks good to me. And I'll bring up the full-size view. And we are moving into our final drawing for today. Let me bring it up. It is Welcome to the Jungle by Guns N' Roses. This was requested by Sean C72 in the chat. And what started out as just simply just two monkeys playing a nice little game of Connect 4 suddenly turned into a tale of tragedy. Or a potential tragedy. So what happened here is this monkey beats this monkey in Connect 4. His girlfriend is here cheering him on and has a bouquet of roses. But this leopard here bet against this guy, this monkey, and he just lost money on it, so he's going to get his revenge by taking him out with his rifle. And the snake is seeing it all unfold, and it's kind of like a question of, will he act or will he just stand by and let this monkey be assassinated? It's a suspenseful situation. So let me go ahead and start coloring it in. I'll just start with the two monkeys themselves. I feel like that's where I started drawing it. I think that's where I should start coloring it. Can kind of work my way out from there. Alright, there we go. I'm actually gonna go ahead and finish that line. Like so. Ah. Okay. There we go. That should fill it in. There we go. Yes, another infamous 1 pixel gap. Click that. Click that. There we go. Alright, now I color in the other monkey. the monkey color in. Now I'm gonna go ahead and work on the Connect 4 grid. I remember, I said on my drawing stream Wednesday that Connect 4, while seemingly a very simple children's game, can actually be pretty dang hard to win at. Some of the times there's not even a clear winner. You get a blackout where every single circle gets filled and there isn't a clear winner. No one got a 4 in a row. Okay, I think that's all the circles. I think all the gaps closed up. Yeah, I did. Cool. Oh, spoke too soon. There's one. Okay, there we go. Let me just color in this monkey's winning move here. Is winning streak of 4. Then of course I gotta make the base of it blue. Alright, there we go. So I got these 2 monkeys. What color the tree they're on. And as expected, it floods the entire screen. This music that's playing right now could be the monkey's victory music. It's very triumphant. Let me zoom out a bit and see if there's anything I missed. Looks like all I got wrong is that one leaf there. I'll zoom in on that. This here. Yeah, so it's funny. This is this loop of music I have for my stream is about an hour long. It's like 55 minutes long, so I usually will hear most of these songs twice in one stream. I think this one I'm hearing like 3 times because I've been going for 2 hours. Okay, let me see. Alright, so I got the monkeys, got the tree they're standing on. Let me go ahead and turn my attention to Girlfriend Monkey. And yes, that is her official name. Or Monkey number 2's girlfriend. Or actually, no, Monkey number 1. Monkey number 2 is the one who lost. Monkey number 1 was the winner. So this is Monkey number 1's girlfriend. Yep. Yep. Color her in, her face in, her ears in. And it's funny, when I keep looking at this bouquet of roses, I keep thinking it's popcorn. But no, it's roses. Alright. Go. Covering the moon and stars now. Alright, so I got all the stars. Alright, what's next? Shantae, good. Glad it wasn't just me. Okay, I'll go ahead and color in these branches and leaves over here. Let's go ahead and color in the leopard. The leopard with a rifle. You don't see one of those every day. Actually, I'm going to make his eyes like pale red. So it's really evident that he's mad. I'll go ahead and do his, what is it, the wood stock of the gun. I think it's just called a stock. Thanks to everyone who's still here. This is probably the longest stream I've ever done. It's going. I mean, I got, I was already like pushing the 2-hour mark, and then I got to my last drawing, which is probably the most elaborate out of all of them. So it's like, oh boy, this is going to be a long one. So I greatly appreciate everyone who's still here. Thank you. Alright, looks like I got the leopard done. Okay, let me go ahead and move over to the snake. Leopard is pissed. Chauncey, that is right on the money. Or lack of money, because he lost the bed, which is why he's mad. Yeah, you could, make the fair statement that leopards are sore losers. This track that's actually playing right now is called Snake on the Beach. Kind of appropriate. Alright, so at this point looks like it's just gotta color the background. So we're gonna kind of have the sky here. Do kind of a bluish purple. Okay. Okay, let me color that in. Does that work? Good. Yeah, I like that. Alright. Actually, I think from here it'll just be the jungle. The jungle! It'll get you! This actually doesn't look too far off from what I was gonna go for, but obviously I gotta close up a few gaps. Let me close up the snake's eye. Okay. Is there anything else that needs to be closed up? Doesn't really look like it. A little bit darker. I'm gonna just do a border here on the bottom. Alright, something went wrong. Weird. Huh, that is very weird. Seems like it should all be closed up, but still, Alright, you know what? I'll probably just fix that later. This stream is been going for a really long time. I don't want to spend too much more time on this. Thank you, Sean. I just saw your message about the purple. I think that'll do. Obviously, I'll just go through and touch up on some other things later. But I think for now, this is good. Like, okay, I guess I'll do one more thing. I'll go ahead and do this here. There we go. There we go. I think I'm good with this. Hopefully, Sean C, you are too. This was your request after all. Sean C, you are most welcome. Let me bring up the larger view. And there we go. That is color something for this week. Holy cow, this was a long one. Let me go ahead and do the end of show recap as I usually do, and then I will find someone to raid. Or I'll just end the stream if I don't find anyone, but hopefully there'll be someone I can raid. So let me go ahead and do the recap of all the drawings for today. Bring up the larger view. Here we got behind the wheel. Got the two lizard monsters fighting in an abandoned amusement park, and one of them hides behind the Ferris wheel, and the other one can't tell where he went. Then after that, we got Kiss from a Rose. Got a guy with a rose allergy getting a little too close to a rose and the Rose suddenly becomes romantically interested in him, I guess. So you can probably tell where that leads. And the guy's domesticated pet seal gets he gets free. He becomes free. The guy loses a handle on the leash, and so the seal is free to go. All right, Neverending Story up next, and it's a parent skeleton. It's a parent reading to his child, but they've been sitting there reading for so long that they've been reduced to skeletons with vultures picking at them, and the kid still wants the parent to keep reading. And next up is Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley, who is this is Rick right here defending his DVD copy of Pixar's Up with his legendary Dangerous Rick roll, which he's going to use on the April Fool who was trying to steal his DVD copy of Up. Bad decision. Sean C, yes, definitely a record stream. Alright, now we got Pineapple Face, which is pretty self-explanatory. It's a guy with a pineapple for a face, or a guy or a girl with a pineapple for a face. Pretty straightforward. Next up is Radio Gaga. You got a station, radio station run by babies for babies. Got this baby rocking out here, metal baby, with his pacifier-shaped lighter. And the music is all warped and, all over the place because the baby's just scratching the records endlessly because, that's what a baby would do if they were a DJ. Next up is Rock the Boat. So I drew a 80s rocker boat with an anchor-shaped guitar and a mom tattoo. And you got an old crotchety seagull here saying, "I can't stand you youngsters and your newfangled rock music." So there's that. And then after that is The Child Inside, as in the children inside the zoo exhibits. You got these children in the monkey house doing what monkeys would normally do, including throwing poop. And one of the monkeys gets a taste of their own medicine. Meanwhile, you got these kids in the water exhibit. One of them's barking like a seal, and then there's an actual seal complaining about the noise. Irony. And then last, but certainly not least, in fact, probably my favorite of the bunch, is Welcome to the Jungle. A tale of tragedy, heartbreak, and Connect 4, apparently. But yeah, this leopard's pissed, this snake looks nervous, this monkey's holding roses, got a gun, guns and roses, jungle, all clicks together. Alright, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and rate out. Looks like the only art channel I'm following right now that currently is live is Lady Telia. Let me see what she's doing here. I don't know if she's actually streaming art right now. Yeah, she is streaming art. So I'll go ahead and just rate her. Thank you to everyone who watched. Especially you, Sean. Thank you so much for sticking around through the whole thing. I know this was a long one. I'm going to send you off to Lady Telia. And have a good rest of your day, everyone. Take care. And I will be back on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific for another drawing stream. Take care. Have a good week. Have a good rest of your weekend.